can be tough to cross the road, and especially for young children, because some cars will not stop for the pedestrian to cross at the crosswalk. That's why we're going to fix that problem with our smart traffic light systems. For this project, you're going to need Arduino Uno board, a sensor shield, a power cable to power the Arduino Uno board, a servo motor, jumper wires. As you can see, these ones are female to female and these ones are male to male. 3 LEDs, a pedestrian, a car, a pen and paper. 3 resistors. In this project, we should use a 220 ohms resistor, but we don't have that. So we are going to use this one that is 5600 ohms. So how did we come up with that number? Let me show you. As you can see, this is gold, this is red, this is blue, and this is green. So how do we calculate? Well, as you can see, the distance between the green and blue and red is the same. And the distance between the red and the gold is a bit further away. So we always calculate from this way, where the spaces between the first 3 or 4 bands are evenly spaced. So let's begin by calculating. And how do we do that? There is a color chart with values. So this is green. So we have green, blue, and then we have red, and then gold. So the distance between these bands is evenly spaced, but the distance between the red and the gold is a bit further away. Therefore, we calculate the values from this side this way. So the green value has 5, the blue has 6, the red is the multiplier. So it's 10 to the power of 2. How do we calculate this? We take 5, we take 6, you just take those 2 and add 2 zeros. So you know that's how the number is. For example, if our resistor had color band of value 5, 6, and then the multiplier is 10 to the power of 4, we take this 4 and represent it with 4 zeros, and hence our resistor would be, we take 5, 6, and the zeros, the 4 zeros, and it would be that, or we can shorten it to 560 k ohms. Take this, the power of the number and represent it to zeros. For example, if it's 10 to the power of 2, so that's, we represent this 2 with 2 zeros. So it's 5, 6, and 0, like that, ohms, or 5.6 kilo ohms. Yeah, I hope it's easier now to understand. The gold is the tolerance of plus or minus 5%. Yeah, as you can see, these two resistors are different. They have different color values, and also the bands are, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how do we calculate that? I'm going to show you. The first one is brown, and then black, then black, then brown, and then brown. So the distance between this, and this is the same, but the distance between this brown and this brown, as you can see, this brown and this brown, it's longer. So hence we are going to calculate from this side. The value of brown is 1, the value of black is 0, 0, and this becomes our multiplier. So we have 100, and then brown multiplier is times to the power of 1. So that means it's just 1. And that's our in ohms. And the brown one has a tolerance of plus or minus 1%. And now I have a question. How many ohms does this resistors have? Let me know in the comment section. So now let's begin. As you can see, we already have connected the Arduino Uno to the sensor shield, but if you don't know how to connect it, I can briefly show you. That's how you connect. You take these pins and put them inside here. So how do you know how to put so that you don't put it the wrong way like that? It's easy. You look at this, the power, external power, this external power, and you align it together with this power jack. And now you know these last pins here, you place them at the last holes there, like that. And now we are ready to go forward. As you already know, LED lights have legs, and this long leg is the V, the plus, and this short one is the ground, is the minus. So we're going to take the short leg and place it in the minus, like that. Place the other one, and then the red one. That. Now we are going to connect the resistors. Put resistors. Like that. This is the plus or the positive one, and next to it is the resistor. Now we are going to connect the jumper wires. So these jumper wires are going to go to the input in our Arduino. So it should look something like this. Now let's connect to our Arduino Uno. But as you can see, these are sharp pins, and inside here also is sharp pins. So it cannot go in, and that's where these cables come in. These are female to female, and these are male to male. But if you have male to female, which looks like this, just this one and this one. It's much easier, but we use what we have. You can use any cable, but it's easier for remembering. Green and green, yellow and yellow, and then red with red. The yellow one, let's put it at pin 3. The S, the signal. And green one, we put it at pin 4. And red, we put it at pin 5. You can put them in any order, but as long as these cables are going to the S serial for data, not on V or G. So we put there. Now we are going to connect this ground wire to the Arduino board, because G ground is black, is the minus. Now we are going to connect the servo motor. As you can remember, this is the serial, the data, it inputs and the data, and then the red one is the V for voltage, and then the G is ground, G. So we are going to put it at pin 9. Like that. So everything should look like that. And now we are ready to power up our project. So we use the power cable. Let's go to Duck.ai and create our code. Yeah, so now it's time to try out in real life. Let's create a road. The red LED is not working because it's placed at the wrong pin. So we have to move it to pin 2. So this is how our project works. So we have assigned here the red LED to pin 2, the yellow LED to pin 3, the green LED to pin 4, the servo motor to pin 9. And then here we initialize them. And then down here we have the loop. So when the LED is green, then the servo motor is up so that the cars can pass by, and it delays for 5 seconds, and then it goes to the yellow light, which delays for 2 seconds, because if it does not delay, then the servo motor will come down super quickly. So we delay for 2 seconds, and then the servo motor comes down and then delays there for 2 seconds, and then the red light comes on. Still the servo motor is down so that people can walk, and then the yellow light comes back on and it delays for 2 seconds, and then the servo motor is 0 because it opens up and delays for 2 seconds, and then the loop starts over again.